Alright guys, I thought I'd do a little cold start on this Ford 3000. And according to this thermometer, it's about 28, which I tend to agree. It's pretty cold, but if you look at this one, it's showing about 34. Either way, split the difference and give it 32, 31, something like that. But I'm gonna crank this, see if this thing will crank. I need to move a trailer. A bunch of my scrap wood left over from my inside project there. And I don't know if this thing gonna crank or not. These are all cold-natured tractors. Let's see what it's gonna do. I'm gonna say no, it's not gonna crank. Well, that's the smoking. This battery, not very old, about a year old, I guess. Come on, baby. I'm gonna say it ain't gonna crank. It's not too big a surprise. I ain't gonna burn my starter up. Not gonna burn the starter up, so I guess moving this little trailer out here is not gonna be in the project today unless I move with my truck. That's one bad thing about these diesel tractors. Well, this one, it's got a supposed to have a little heater on the air intake manifold. I ain't sure it works, but I ain't gonna take a chance of blowing the manifold off if I spray a little ether in there, so ain't that big a deal. I could probably put my jumper booster on there and get it to crank, but oh well. We'll go out here and see if this other one crank. This battery is a little bit older. Let's see what it looks like. 3930 New Holland. It's got the same intake heater set up as the other one. I don't know if it works either. I like this tractor a lot more than that other one because these running boards are a lot wider. You can actually turn around on them. Okay, that neutral. That don't sound good. Ooh, that battery's about dead. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to go get my booster pack. And I doubt it's gonna work, but see what goes on. Okay, so guys, this is the battery on the 3930. I need to put a little baking soda on here. It's getting a little crispy, but as you can see, the battery on this tractor is basically a truck battery. And the 3000 tractor, it's got a long battery like goes on a tractor trailer. My stepson gave me this little booster. It's got a little air compressor in it and all. He gave it to me for Christmas. And this is the first time I've had a chance to use it. It is charged up. Push the battery button and it all lights up. So we're gonna see what happens. Yeah. Set it down somewhere, maybe you can see. We'll see some shit there. Look at the battery. Yeah, okay. So, oh, how long the cord did you got? It ain't long, that's for sure. I guess I guess you're supposed to be able to just put it right up there at the battery. I don't know. Alright, black is negative. And red is positive. And probably when I crank this tractor over, it's going to damn fall off. Fall off now. Come on, there it goes. Alright. Alright, that's the air compressor. I think this is for the battery. Alright, I'm gonna have to hold it and crank it at the same time. I don't know how good a thing I got here. So anyway, here we go. Well, my camera shut off. Well, that worked pretty good. Wait until we get this 3000 far off. Alright guys, here's the 3000 battery. As you can tell, it's pretty long and both terminals are at one end. And when I first tried to put this battery on the tractor, I dropped it and one of these caps popped off and I lost a lot of the fluid, but I did replace it with water. So this little booster might be worth its weight in gold on a cold morning. And we'll turn this to on. It's out of gear. Heck yeah! It was rough. Well, yeah, guys, little Black & Decker. Get out here in the sun, we can see a little better. I don't even know what the model number is, but it's a Black & Decker 375 amp jump starter with an air compressor on it. There's a little airline, kicky hooksy airline. So, yeah, guys. I've never had one before. I sure am proud to have this one. And this thing, cable just wraps around and somehow or another it just clamps back on itself here. Like that. Anyway, probably a two-handed job. Anyway guys, that little joker got both of these tractors running. About 32 degrees maybe. Wind's blowing, so it's a little cool. So now I can move this trailer. I'm gonna take this trailer right here. I'm gonna back it up to the door inside this truck. I'm gonna load all this scrap wood on, and then I'm gonna go put out a round bale, cows. So anyway, guys, appreciate you watching, and stay tuned for more.